What's cracking, everybody? Benny Lava bringing you another replay game commentary here for Starcraft 2 on behalf of WSJefe. This is a 4v4, 4 working stiffs against 4 other random people. This is on a map called Lava Flow. So I am spawning here as the Teal Terran on the north part of the map using my friend Puchkoo's account. Yolonda announcing that he is going carriers. So it is either going to be a long game or a very short one. We will see that very soon. My teammates, fellow working stiff, Hyperforce spawning as the red Zerg. Yolonda spawning as the blue Protoss. And as the purple Protoss, WSJefe in the house. And our opponents in the south part of the map, we have the orange Protoss, Zin, his teammate, the yellow Protoss, LuckStar, eViLjErz as the lilac Protoss, and as the green Terran, RaYYaNg. So he is obviously Asian, so we have to look out for this guy because he is automatically very good at StarCraft. His APM must be more than 300. So everybody doing some building up here. Gateways, barracks, cybernetic score for some stalkers. 2 barracks already for LuckStar. 2 additional gateways, 3 gateways altogether for eViLjErz. I don't think any relation to Jersey Gun whatsoever, but he is eViLjErz. So while Yolanda is massing carriers, let's see. Looks like I am going for an infantry build right here, building a 3rd barracks. Jefe doing some infantry as well. Doesn't look like he is going for air. Hyperforce getting attacked by Zid, but able to fend it off with this roach, but trying to be kited here while I send in reinforcements. So there goes that early attack by Zin, fended off by us. Good coordination for a change by the working stiffs. Looks like Hyperforce is gonna go for some roaches, throwing down a Hydralisk Den. Here comes a stalker, another stalker by Zin, trying to scout out to see what we are doing. Sees this blockade right here by Jefe and won't be able to do much over there. Sentry goes down. This stalker can't kite these roaches if he's very good at microwing. But this is gonna take forever. By the time he gets back to his base, he probably just killed one. But Hyperforce retreating. And Yolanda's going for carriers, so right now he just has 1 Stargate. If he's gonna mass up carriers, he has to think about expanding very quickly to be able to handle all the gas and all the minerals that are needed for these carriers. And that is exactly what he's doing with this War Prism. Dropping a probe to get 2 additional quick expansions here on the island out of the way of the opponent's bases. Already filling it up with assimilators. So if he saturates this, Yolanda is going to be in a great position to start building up these carriers. Another stalker by Zin. I'm not sure if this is the same stalker, but he is going to be retreating back as well. Nope, he wants some more. He wants some more of Hyperforce's roaches. So a lot of back and forth here between Hyperforce and Zin, because Zin cannot penetrate any of these bases by Yolanda or Jefe since they have walled off almost completely. this is like the hymen of Yolanda's base. If that rips apart, it's gonna be full throttle inside his base. So this single stalker, shields are regenerating, but is still alive, able to do a lot more harassment. Good micro by Zen, who is switching into Immortals and throwing down just more pylons because he's almost supply blocked. While RaYYaNg, Mr. Yang, is gonna go and reinforce LuckStar's Dark Templars. So a bunch of Marines by RaYYaNg. LuckStar looking to attack somebody. Probably a misclick there by RaYYaNg. Gonna go in circles, maybe waiting for these Marines to help him. And where is he gonna go? He goes through that lava like nothing. He's like, what? I'm invisible. But catches Jefe's cannons and continues on his merry way. The easiest target, once again, is gonna be Hyperforce. And again, Yolanda's observer saves that. While now RaYYaNg's army is going up and attacking my base. I quickly flee once I see these siege tanks go, but these siege tanks are going to do a lot of damage to these reinforcements by Jefe. I stem up, trying to get these, trying to get this tank once again. But fail, but here comes Hyperforce with his roaches, finally able to take out that tank. And look at this, I have a, barracks with reactors and able to rejuvenate my units very fast. But this is a lot of stalkers for these Marines, so lights out for those Marines. At the same time, Zing moving up with his robotic facility units. Colossus here in the front with a bunch of Immortals. Gonna be taking out these Hydras. At the same time, eViLjErz with RaYYaNg gonna be going into my base. This is not looking good for the working stiffs. Jefe with his own set of Colossi going in, and Blink Stalkers by eViLjErz going up. My sweet micro, I put this supply depot up so these reinforcements can't help at all, while the Stalkers are now in my base. Jefe say that I should open my doors, and right away I realize it and open these two up, but Jefe sacrifices a Colossus for me just to save my base. So I go in, so I don't feel bad, get all my Marines in there and get massacred. But here comes Jefe with reinforcements. Now, at the same time, Zing up with these robotic facility units, but are gonna be no match for Yolanda's carriers, who are now gonna be joining the battle. So these two Immortals gonna go back to their base with their tail behind their legs, saying we can't shoot up for some reason. Same thing with RaYYaNg, going up along this ridge, getting hit by cannons. So now Yolanda has some carriers up, has one upgrade so far. Bunch of Marines by yours truly, and we have fighting units by Jefe, able to save Hyperforce's base from elimination, throwing down his expansion once again. Now has learned that an Overseer can detect units, so he has built it. Good job, Hyperforce. Here comes RaYYaNg with 4 siege tanks. These are not going to do good against any of the air units, but any of Jefe's ground units will get a lot of damage. What he could have done is just probably scan across this cliff to start attacking this pylon and assimilator. A single Void Ray by Yolanda, maybe acting as a scout, able to get these few Marines going on the high ground so they can't be detected. More units coming up. Zing Stalkers, more Colossi, more Marines, more Immortals. The 2 Immortals that retreated before are now going up, but Yolonda's carriers and Void Rays are gonna help fend this off, hopefully. Tanks go down. These Colossi are gonna be no match for these 2 additional Colossi with the help of the carriers. So there they go again with their tail between their legs, heading back to home base. Look at this, 4 hit points left for this Colossus and these Immortals. More siege tanks by RaYYaNg, and here goes the units massing up along this side, destroying that last tank. I think I might have missed a battle here, but yes, let me just go back just a little bit. So while this battle was happening with the 4 siege tanks, I went back a little bit too far, so I apologize for that. I am going down with a small force of Marines and Medivacs. Gonna be destroying these probes, but these Stalkers are coming through. Massive amounts of Stalkers, and my sweet Micro able to go back into these Medivacs. One is destroyed, but able to lift off and kill a lot of RaYYaNg's SCVs. So nice little micro move by me, but these tanks gonna siege up. Not gonna be any contest whatsoever. These Marines, look at them, they just get blown to bits and pieces, and my Medivacs are gonna go back home with their tails behind their legs. I guess that is the term of the game. I tried to throw down a mule for some reason. But here comes the Medivacs going back, securing this gold expansion, morphing in a planetary fortress with some turrets to help reinforce. So just mass Stalkers, Marines, tanks, Colossi, Zealots, more Stalkers by our teammates against Stalkers, Colossus, Zealots, and carriers by the working stiffs. And of course, these Marines coming out of these reacted barracks. So I'm massing up my forces here at my expansion, trying to protect it, try to keep it going. Just now beginning to create some or train some SCVs. So these are a massive amounts of Stalkers. Are they upgraded? One upgrade for that, an upgrade armor, and a weapons upgrade for who's this? This is LuckStar's units. So here's an engagement. Jefe all by himself at this watchtower, trying to control it, but is gonna be pushed back by this massive amounts Blink Stalkers going into the mix. Roaches by Hyperforce joining the party here in the middle, and these Stalkers can't fight whatsoever. The choke is too small for any units to come out. Jefe and Hyperforce trying to fend off this watchtower, but are unsuccessful doing this, while now this massive force moves up into our bases. The only fighting units left are my Marines, but they are on the other side of the map. But we have the carriers by Yolonda.